Shalom, shalom. Israelite Prepper here. Let me start off by just simply saying, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man, Ecclesiastes. You know, after coming into the truth, many of us, we get pretty excited. We find out who we are and having the knowledge of self. And that's good. That's a good thing. Knowing who you are and knowing the reason why the things that are happening to us as a people has happened. And you find out it's been prophesied the whole time. And that's good. And then, you know, we come into the truth and stuff. But one of the things that gets me is when we come out of the delusion, we step into confusion. And I don't know if that bothers you, but it bothers me because all the distractions that are out there are geared towards having us to stop focusing on the opening verse that I started this video with. Why do I say that? Because what's out there right now, well, there's a lot of things out there actually, from sacred names, we won't get into that, to flat earth. And I can go on and on and on. And I think what's scary is that we don't realize that all of these things are simply distractions. Now, don't get me wrong. We should get certain things correct. We need to go into the scriptures. We need to search. We need to look behind the meaning of words. We do need to do some of these things. We do, to get a clearer understanding, to increase our knowledge. But some people go after knowledge as if knowledge itself is the God, when we should be trying to get understanding as to what the Most High or Yah or God, what he wants us to do. Because ultimately, he wants us to turn back to him and obey. Ultimately. But what's out there right now is a spirit of distraction. If we don't get that we're being distracted from what we should be getting. Like, for instance, you know, Super Bowl's coming up. You know, I'm a football fan myself. But I don't forget that in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. It means very little to me. See, we can't forget that it is a distraction. All the things that we want, that we find interest in, all the things that we find so much pleasure and joy in the world, is a distraction. And being an awakened Israelite nation, I mean, the people, obviously we're not in our nation. There's just so much division, so much debate. All these things are out there, and we're not really realizing on that we need to focus on the important stuff, on what's really, truly important. More distractions, more distractions, more distractions. And obviously something can be said for us to, you know, go into the scriptures and we study and you know, study to show ourselves approved and all that. Hey, I'm not saying anything against that. We should, as I said before, we should go and learn those things. But let's not major in minors. Let's not major in minors. We got young earth, old earth, flat earth, round earth, true name, Ahia, Yahuwah, Yehoshua, Yahweh Shai. I mean, you have all these things and there's just distractions. Because you're going to do your study. You're going to do your study, and you're going to be convinced in your own mind. And what we have to realize is that not everyone's going to see it our way. Not everyone is going to come to the same conclusions that we come to. And obviously, we need to go and study, and we need to let the Spirit guide us and lead us into all truth. But let me ask you, people who subscribe to modern Christianity, they don't see things your way, do they? In fact, they're convinced in their own mind that they have it. They're convinced in their own mind that Jesus, or the Messiah, died on Good Friday and rose on Easter Sunday. They convinced themselves that Christmas and Easter is okay. They convinced themselves that you can eat anything, just pray over it. It's the same delusion that you and I have come out of. Same thing. So inside the truth, inside the awakened Israel, there's still divisions. And you, as well as I, as well as those who we talk to in the truth, are convinced in our own mind what it is that we think we know. And at the same time, we get distracted. Let's have a debate about this. Let's have a debate about that. How many times you went on Facebook and seen a post and it goes down the line. It just goes down the line. I can't tell you how many times I've seen debates on what's his true name is, and let's go to the Paleo Hebrew and look at the Tetragrammaton and just go. And I just long list, and the debate never ends. The hot button topic right now, the hot topic right now, flat Earth. But let me just simply say this, brothers and sisters. That's not going to be the last thing. Something else is coming up the pike. Something else is coming down the pike as a distraction. That's going to keep us from doing what we should be doing. So I'll close this video the way I opened it. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Shalom.